Oh, and the egg thing. It's really about trying to control what we eat. I think that what they're trying to do is control, is they realize that proteins and meat or make people healthy and strong and stuff, they're good for your diet, they don't want that. They want us eating bugs, or they want us eating bugs and plants that don't have the creatine, the taurine or the tyrosine, or they don't want that in our diet because it makes people hardy and strong. They want a weak populace, they want, because they're fucked up people, and yeah, and they want to basically control what we eat, I think that it's reprehensible, I think that this is how war starts. Anytime you take food away from, or try to take away people's food, war starts. It happened in the history books. Anytime they try to engineer famine, a war starts. In 1840s, I think it was the Irish potato famine. What happened in 1860? The Irish people came here and were drafted into the Civil War. Many of the Civil War soldiers, a lot of them, majority of them, were Irish ancestry in the Civil War. Anytime you try to engineer famine, or any famine, or engineer famine, or engineer anything when it comes to anything, ultimately results in war, because the public won't. The public basically gets angry, and they need their livelihood. They need their necessities. They need their stuff. They need their food. They need nourishment. They need real stuff. So when you talk about in the 1930s, there was this famine called the Ukrainian famine that Stalin did. What happened following that? Well, World War II. Exactly. Anytime you have a famine, when you try to engineer a famine, when you try to screw with food supplies, when you try to fuck with that stuff, war starts. Because when you're fucking with nature. It's what people eat. You can't, with the whole egg thing is a microcosm, a macrocosm actually, of trying to control food supply. And it's gonna be another war that breaks out as a result. People, you can't fuck with that stuff. It's what people need to nourish themselves. And that's the real truth. So that's Omega signing off.